Luke chapter 18 verse 6. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Call YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Shalom to the elect and the remnant of the children of Israel. My name is Brother Daniel Allah from the prophets in Babylon. Double honors to the teachers and the head apostles of the great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutations to the Akim who are pushing out this work with truth and sincerity. Also, barakatah to the Akwaf who are listening as well. The Lord will avenge his elect speedily. The Lord will avenge his elect speedily. I'm going to read the precept again, straight to the point. Luke chapter 18, verse 7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? All right. The elect, the 144,000, including the women and children, which makes up the 1/3 of the children of Israel. All right, the remnant, according to Romans chapter 9, verse 27. Though Israel be the sands of the sea, only a remnant shall be saved. They cry unto the Lord day and night in this captivity that we are dwelling in these last days, which is the very last captivity. So the water, YAHAWASHI, that this is the very last captivity. We cry day and night of all the abominations. All right, let's grab that real quick. In the book of Ezekiel, because we cry unto the Lord. We hate this place. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked man, and we're sick and tired of this place. All the abominations, the food is defiled. Our people are far beyond repair, which is the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, who's stuck in these philosophies and vain deceits. All right. So, trying to find that real quick. Sigh and cry. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. And Yahawah said unto him, Go through the midst of the city. I'm going to read that again. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And Yahawah said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right. The elect, the 144,000 of the men, the children of Israel, which are only men. All right, according to Revelations chapter 7, make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And we hate this place, man. All the people who scoff and mock at us. The substance that we have lost. We have lost everything, and through the Spirit, we will lose everything on this side to gain the kingdom. All right, brothers who were previously married, some no longer have a wife. All right, vice versa, like the woman, like the man end up leaving the woman because of this truth. On both sides, man, the man and the woman within this truth, man. Family, like denouncing the belief. Friends and family call you crazy. You know, some brothers and sisters end up losing jobs because of this truth. You know, the list goes on. Anything you can think of that's done in the under the sun, you know, brethren and sisters have been have been going through that. But what? The Lord is going to rescue them and to avenge them speedily. The elect will be avenged for all the evil things that these people have done to us, starting with the house of Israel first. You know, because the Lord, he's going to start with the house of Israel, according to 1 Peter 4:17. So those who know the truth, you know, these other camps, scoffing and mocking at the prophets who dwell in Babylon, and also prophets that's all over the world, you know, denouncing them because they are defending the gospel, the pure doctrine, all right? And also them, you know, those who are denouncing the elders and apostles of the great millstone, those who've been fighting the good fight of faith with true sincerity, you know, those who've been defending the correct doctrine, you know, the correct doctrine, and pushing out the correct doctrine, and you know, teaching the whole role. And there's people out there that don't like the fact that you know, brothers, you know, in the great millstone, also brothers who are under the banner of the great millstone, pushing the correct doctrine, pushing the entire role, the bitter and the sweet of the truth. And they don't like that. So they tend to scoff and mock and say evil things to brothers, you know, who's doing the will with true sincerity. They will be avenged. All right? You know, the brethren and the sisters who are numbered amongst the elect, man, you know, those who are of that number. So you got to be really careful of who you offend. You got to be careful who you treat a certain way, because the Lord's watching. His eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You don't know who's the elect, but those who are doing the will, all right, as the prayer says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. So those who are doing the will in righteousness, those who are following the commandments, you know, those who are applying the scriptures, those who are growing in the grace thereof, you got to be careful of what you say to them. You know, I was having a conversation with one of the young brethren within my camp, and I told them, you know, of course, it's my opinion in my own outlook, you know, because I know I speak as a man. I said to him, I was like, the elect are those who you least suspect. So you got to be really careful how you treat one another. And of course, anybody within the truth period, you got to be careful, because if you say something that's you know, offending, or say something evil towards that brother, whether right in front of him or behind his back, you know, you don't know that he's a part of that number, and the Lord's going to avenge that individual, and he's going to do something to you. Like, you don't want to be a part of this wrath, man, when he comes back. All right, because the scripture says in Isaiah 47 that he will not meet thee as a man. So he's setting a mark upon those who are sighing and crying on a daily basis, because those who are sighing and crying on a daily basis are the ones who are in their right minds. Because in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7, it says, in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You see, those who are mad during their oppression, which is slavery, you know, they're in their like they're in their right mind, and they're also wise men. All right. But those who are offending, continually, like those who are offending and continuing offending that wise man who is under oppression, who's trying his best to please the Lord. This is the reward of those who are doing that to the real men of the Lord. It's going to be the reward, because the Lord said this. This is the book of Mark, chapter 9, verse 42. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and were cast into the sea. You see? So you got to be really careful of how you treat that individual, because that individual could be a part of the elect, and you will never know. The Lord said he's going to avenge them speedily. All right? So walk on eggshells. Walk on eggshells when you treat a certain brother or even a sister, man. But mainly the brethren who's doing the will. Because men has a bigger responsibility when it comes to the truth. It says, I'm going to repeat it again. Mark chapter 9, verse 42. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and he were cast into the sea. All right. So it is better for you to kill yourself than to offend one of the elect. And this is red letter, okay? This is YAHAWASHI speaking, okay? So you gotta be really careful, man. How you treat a brother, what you do behind his back, etc. Because that's gonna be a serious punishment. It's either you do that tie that millstone around your neck and drown yourself in the sea, or the Lord is going to judge you himself. You know, and you're going to have to answer to him. Let's go back to Luke 18, verse 7. And it says, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect? He's going to come back for the elect, man. All right. Which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them. Because, you know, the Lord is long suffering. So we have to suffer with Yahawashi through the Spirit, man. You know, the same way Yahawashi have been suffering here on earth. And plus, he didn't even live that long. You know, he died in his 30s. So he didn't even live that long, man. You know, and he had to suffer wrongfully. He was blameless. All right. Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? It's going to get so bad out here. Not a lot of people, like not a lot of people going to have faith in the Lord, except the elect. That's how bad it's going to be. Only the elect will hold the faith. All right? Because faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. Faith is a powerful element and also a spiritual power, and only given to those who have been blessed with it since the beginning. That's why the elect are very special to YAHAWAH. So remember, he's going to avenge you. Everyone who hurt you, who trespassed against you, the things that you have lost, everything that you gained, and from the beginning, you have lost it. You know, but what Isaiah 33:6 says, And for wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's all we're going to have. It's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures and the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI within us. And the angels that campeth around about, according to Psalms 34:7. So remember, have the faith and be fully persuaded that you are part of the hopeful elect and that the Lord will avenge you. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. All right? And notice how he said, dearly beloved, because you're his beloved. Beloved. You're his beloved, man. Remember, you're very special to him. And he loves you. No matter how much of a wretched man you are. All right? He knew that you were going to do all these things to yourself. He knew that you were going to go off. But he still calls you his beloved. All right? And it says, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So he will do the vengeance. He'll do the dirty work. All you have to do is to serve him with true sincerity. And everyone who's been scoffing and mocking and saying evil things to you, watch them tie the millstone upon their necks and drown themselves into the sea. Or the Lord is going to do work for you. All right? He's going to avenge you. Either way, they're going to either take out themselves or they're going to meet the Lord very soon. I hope this class was edifying to the elect. Call Allah, YAHAWAH, Ba'ashimi Al-Shah, Ba'ashimi Kakadash. Until next time I say, Shalom.